Hi dear students, in this video I am going to discuss about gas laws. This topic is from the chapter States of Matter. Gas laws. Let us start our discussion with the first law, that is Boyle's law. Boyle's law. For fixed amount of gas, here amount stands for the number of moles, students. For fixed amount of gas, pressure is inversely proportional to volume of the gas at constant temperature. Students, in the equation form we can write it as P is inversely proportional to the volume, provided this is at constant temperature and it is for the fixed amount of the gas, means the number of moles also remains a constant. So students, we can write this as P is equal to, introducing a proportionality constant, some K1 into 1 by V. So graphical representation for this Boyle's law, by taking volume on x-axis, pressure on y-axis, we will get a graph like this. With the increase in volume, pressure decreases. Let us consider these at 3 different temperatures, students. 3 different temperatures, curves are obtained like this. Assume this is at T1, second one is at T2, T3 temperatures we are getting, right? So then, what is the increasing order of the temperatures? What is the increasing order of the temperature for the given curves? Then what we will do is, we will keep the pressure as a constant. We will draw a straight line parallel to the x-axis such that it will cut these 3 graphs. Pressure we are keeping it as a constant. That means for a given pressure we are observing what about the volumes for the different curves. This here volume, corresponding volume for the T1 temperature T1 curve is V1. For T2 it is V2. For T3 it is V3. So students, it is very clear on the x-axis, as we are moving from the left to the right, volume values increases, right? So we can write it as V1 is lesser than V2 is lesser than V3, right? When the volume is more, temperature is automatically it is more, because as the temperature increases, volume increases. Then the order of temperatures we can write T1 is lesser than, T2 is lesser than T3, right? Students, let us discuss some more graphs related to the Boyle's law. Dear students, Boyle's law equation, pressure P is equal to some constant K1 multiplied by 1 by V. Now let us draw a graph, that is P versus 1 by V. By taking 1 by V on x-axis and pressure P on the y-axis, this is a straight line equation in the form of y is equal to mx, right? So y is equal to mx is a straight line passing through the horizon with the slope of K1. Here slope of the line is equal to K1 constant. So when we take the graph, that is P versus PV graph. P versus PV. Generally, as the pressure increases, volume decreases. Inversely proportional. Pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. So, as the pressure increases, volume decreases. Proportionately, it will decreases. So that then PV will remains as a constant. Right? So, any line parallel to the x-axis indicate y is equal to constant. What is the y coordinate here? PV is a constant. PV remains as a constant. As the pressure increases, proportionately volume decreases, but always the PV product of pressure and volume will remains as a constant. At two different temperature, students, when we compare here, this is for the T1, bottom line is, top line is T2, then T2 is greater than T1. T2 is greater than T1. At two different conditions, we know this P is equal to K1 into 1 by V. This equation again I am writing. So from this, students, we can write a PV by transferring V to the this side, left hand side of the equation. We will get a PV is equal to some constant K1. PV is equal to constant K1. At two different conditions, we can write this as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, provided temperature is constant. At constant temperature, constant T, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Students, let us find out the relation between density and pressure here itself. Relation between density and pressure. Density and pressure. Students, density is equal to mass divided by volume. Mass divided by volume. From the Boyle's law equation, P is equal to K1 into 1 by V. So this 1 by V, we are writing it as 1 by V is equal to P divided by K1. P divided by constant K1. Let us substitute in the density formula. D is equal to M into, this is, we can write it as M into 1 by V. 1 by V place I am substituting, P by K1 I am substituting, right? So that means D is directly proportional to the P. Density of a gas is directly proportional to its pressure. So that means as the pressure increases, density increases. As the pressure decreases, density decreases. Students, now let us discuss second law, gas law, that is a Charles law. Dear students, second law is Charles law. Charles law. For fixed amount of gas, for fixed amount of gas, for fixed amount of gas, for every 1 degree, rise or fall in temperature, rise or fall in temperature, volume increases or decreases by 1 by 273.15 times that of 1 by 273.15 times that of volume at 0 degrees Celsius. Students, for example, if the temperature is raised by 1 degree, provided this is at a constant pressure, Pressure should remain as a constant, at constant pressure. Students, for every 1 degree rise, if temperature is increased by 1 degree, then volume increases by a factor of 1 by 273.15 times that of the volume at a 0 degree Celsius. If temperature is decreased, for fall in temperature, volume decreases by 1 by 273.15 times that of the volume at a 0 degree Celsius. Let us assume that volume at 0 degree Celsius is V naught. 0 degree Celsius is V naught. Then volume at 1 degree Celsius is equal to, it will raised by V naught plus V naught divided by 273.15. If it is volume at 2 degrees Celsius, then this is increased by V naught plus V naught by 273.15 plus one more V naught by 273.15. So students, these two we can add. This is V naught plus 2 into V naught by 273.15. For every 1 degree rise in temperature, volume increases by 1 by 273.15 times that of the volume at a 0 degree Celsius. If it is a T degree Celsius, volume at T degree Celsius is equal to V naught plus T by 273.15 into V naught. In another words, we can say this Charles law as, at constant pressure, volume of the gas is directly proportional to the temperature. Now let us discuss about that. Students, in other words, Charles law can be stated as, for fixed amount of gas, volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature. That is, temperature in Kelvin is called as absolute temperature at constant pressure. So we can write in the statement form as, V is proportional to mathematical form of the Charles law. V is proportional to T at constant pressure, constant P. Let us introduce a proportionality constant, that is a K2, some constant. Earlier for the Boyle's law we took K1, so for this we are taking K2, any other constant it is, right? So which is V is equal to K2 into T. V is equal to K2 into T. Let us draw the graphs for this. We are taking temperature in Kelvin on x-axis and volume. Okay, then this is like y is equal to mx graph. Y is equal to mx. A straight line which is passing through the origin we will get with the slope of K2. Let us draw the graphs at different pressures directly. Assume this is at a pressure P1. This is at a pressure P2. This graph is at a pressure P3. Now let us find out the order of these pressures, right? So students, why we are indicating this with the dashed line is, as a mathematically, theoretically, according to the Charles law, as the temperature becomes as 0 Kelvin, volume will becomes as 0 from this expression, right? But in practical case, when we try to decrease the temperature, the whatever the gas is present, it will convert into the liquid, then it will convert into solid state, it is, if it is possible, right? But the volume cannot be 0, so that's why we are representing at this stage it is with the dashed line. Volume of the gas cannot be practically 0, but theoretically it is 0, we are getting from this. So students, to know this order of the pressures, let us keep the volume as a constant now. We are drawing a straight line which cuts these three lines and parallel to the x-axis. Then corresponding value temperature is T1. Corresponding value temperature is T2. Corresponding value for the graph 3 is T3 we are getting. So left to the right temperature values are increasing. So T1 is lesser than T2 is lesser than T3. Students, at a constant volume, as the temperature increases, pressure also increases. So order of the pressures is P1 is lesser than P2, which is lesser than the P3, like that we can write. Now let us take the graph that temperature in degrees Celsius. Temperature in degrees Celsius, T in degrees Celsius. Volume assume this is minus 273 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 0 Kelvin. Here, which is indicated with the straight line, we will get straight line equation, dash line here, volume of the gas will becomes equal to 0, that is theoretically at minus 273 degrees Celsius, right? For two different conditions, we can write from this V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, which is known as Charles law equation at two different conditions. V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. For example, students, if we take log V versus log T, V is equal to, I am writing it as K2 into temperature T. So take logarithm on both sides. Log V is equal to log K2 plus log T. We are getting this is in the form of Y is equal to C plus Mx. Here slope of the line is 1 plus 1 we are getting, right? So then for this, by taking log T on x-axis, log T on x-axis and log V on y-axis, we will get a straight line. This is a straight line equation with the y-intercept of C plus we have log K2, right? With the positive slope we will get, right? This angle is 45 degrees, positive slope which has a slope of 1, slope of the line is equal to 1, and this length of this y-intercept is log K2, Students, next we will discuss about the third law, that is Gay-Lussac's law. Students, next law is Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law. For fixed amount of gas, pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature, at constant volume, at constant volume. In the mathematical form, we can write this as pressure P is directly proportional to temperature at a constant volume, constant volume. Let us introduce a proportionality constant, then P is equal to K3 into T. Students, this is in the form of Y is equal to mx, straight line which is passing through the origin, right? Then here temperature we are taking on the x-axis, y is equal to mx form, x coordinate is temperature and y coordinate is pressure, straight line which is passing through the origin will get, right, at three different volumes. If you consider this graph, three different volumes, assume this is V1, V2, V3. Let us find out the order of these volumes. First, keep the pressure as a constant by drawing a line which causes three lines and parallel to the x-axis. Then corresponding temperature, this is T1, temperature is T2, corresponding temperature is T3. Here it is very clear that T1 is lesser than T2, which is lesser than the T3. T1 which is lesser than the T2, which is lesser than the T3. So as the temperature is more, at the constant pressure volume will be more. Then V1 is lesser than, V2 is lesser than V3. Students, Gay-Lussac's law, at two different conditions we can write it as P1 by T1, P1 by T1 is equal to constant, right? P by T is equal to constant. So P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2 we can write. Students, next we will discuss about the Avogadro's law. Students, fourth law is Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law, which states that at constant pressure and temperature, constant pressure and temperature, volume of the gas is directly proportional to its number of moles. In the mathematical form, this we can write it as volume is directly proportional to the number of moles, provided the pressure and temperature both are constants, right? So let us introduce a proportionality constant. Now we will take it as some K4 into N we can write. At two different conditions, students, we can write it as V1 by N1 is equal to V2 by N2. V1 by N1 is equal to V2 by N2. In other words, Avogadro's law is stated as equal volumes of all gases at the same conditions of pressure and temperature, contains same number of molecules. Students, for example, we will take SO2 gas, sulfur dioxide gas. Assume the volume of the gas is 10 liters. it is present at STP conditions, standard temperature and pressure. Another gas, hydrogen gas, is present in the vessel, which is also 10 liters of volume. It is also present at the same temperature and pressure, that is STP conditions. For example, if the number of molecules, atoms are not same, molecules in the SO2, if it is N, capital N, then the number of molecules present in the H2 also, it is N. Okay, because this Avogadro's law states that equal volumes of all gases at a same temperature, same conditions of pressure and temperature contains same number of molecules. In other words, it can be stated as 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas at STP occupies 22.4 liters of volume, 22.4 liters of volume. Students, we have discussed all the 4 gas laws. Thanks for watching.